Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to the news postcarded on TayNinhTV with some last events now province photos, nationwide, and here are our stories today. Ladies and gentlemen, on August the 15th, the Communist Force in TayNinhTV province held the first conference of delegates, term of 2025 to 2030. The provincial leaders attended and gave speeches and oriented the key tasks to build a comprehensively developed localities in the new term. On the morning of August the 15th, the TayNinhTV Secretary Provincial Party Committee and Chairman TayNinhTV Provincial Bureau Council Women Home attended and directed the first conference of the Club Commune Party Committee with the slogan of action, solidarity, democracy, discipline, dynamism and development. The conference set out the 12 main targets and 3 breakthroughs to soon bring the commune to meet the advanced new rule standards. In addition to requesting the club to continue reviewing and identifying the potentials and strengths of the commune after the merger, Mr. Nguyễn Văn Hùng noted that the commune needs to clearly identify the goals and growth drivers in order to propose the tasks and solutions suitable to the potentials and strengths of the locality for the rapid and sustainable development in the next stages. At the conference, the Presidium announced the decision of the Provincial Party Committee Standing Committee on appointing the Party Executive Committee, Standing Committee, Secretary, Deputy Secretary, Inspection Committee, Chairman and Vice Chairman of the Inspection Committee of the Club Commune Party Committee, and Mr. Lê Huy Toàn was appointed to hold the position as Secretary of the Club Commune Party Committee for the new term.
TayNinhTV also held the official session of the first party congress of the world term of 2025-2030. Attending the congress, there were Deputy Director of the Department of Locality 3, Central Organizing Committee, Trần Việt Thành, Deputy Director of the Department of Locality 7, Central Party Inspection Commission, Nguyễn Thị Quỳnh Trang. Deputy Secretary of the Provincial Party Committee, Head of the Provincial National Assembly Delegation, Phạm Hồng Thái. In his speech, Mr. Phạm Hồng Thái requested that the new term Party Executive Committee of the world focus on building a clean and strong party and political system, perfecting the apparatus, improving the quality of the staff, at the same time simultaneously deploy urban development planning, remote data digitization, improve people's life, maintain national defense and security, and create consensus among the people in implementing the resolution. The Congress also announced the decision of the Provincial Party Standing Committee on appointing the Party Executive Committee of the world. Mr. Lê Minh Thế was appointed to hold the position of Secretary of TayNinhTV Party Committee for the new term.
And after 2 days of serious working, August the 14th to the 15th, the first congress of the Party Committee of Phước Vĩnh Tây Commune, term of 2025 and 2030 took place successfully. Mr. Huỳnh Minh Trí was also appointed to hold the position as Secretary of the Party Committee of the Commune for the new term. Entering a new development stage, Phước Vĩnh Tân Commune is trying to achieve an average annual growth rate of 12% in the total value of products in the area, putting into operation for one or more industrial clusters and an urbanization rate of 60% or more by 2030. At the same time, the first conference of the Party Committee of Davong Commune term of 2005 to 2030 also achieved successful results and closed. And during the 2025-2030 term, Davong Commune has identified the 2 breakthroughs: digital transformation associated with the administrative reform and agricultural infrastructure development, at the same time mobilizing all resources to implement the 3 key transport projects to promote the local socio-economic development. And Mrs. Kim Thị Minh was also appointed to hold the position as Party Secretary.
On the morning of August 15, Central Party Committee member, Deputy Head of the Central Propaganda and Mass Mobilization Commission Phạm Tất Thắng chaired the Central Reporters Conference in August 2025. The conference was held online, connecting with provincial and communal level readers across the country. At the Provincial Bridge, Deputy Head of the Provincial Propaganda and Mass Mobilization Commission Phùng Tấn Tú chair. Accordingly, the reporters informed about the topics of initial results of operating to level local government, issues and solutions in the coming time. Through assessment, after more than a month of operating to level local government, it has initially met the needs and aspirations of the people in line with the reality of social development and global integration trends. At the conference, the reporters also provided information on the recent outstanding work and regional situations, the impact and policies of Vietnam, and introduced upcoming major events. Regarding the propaganda orientation in the coming time, Deputy Head of the Central Propaganda and Education Commission Phạm Tất Thắng suggested that the team of reporters at all levels and grassroots propagandists focus on propagating the contents that the reporters have reported. At the same time, propagate the commemoration of major holidays and important historical events of the country, continue to promote the core role in orienting public opinion, promptly and accurately convey important information to carries party members and people, contributing to raising awareness, creating consensus in the entire political system and people.
And inheriting the heritage tradition from the lands that were once the highlight of resistance movements, Bình Hiệp commune of Tây Ninh province has gradually transformed strongly. The place that used to be an enemy base has become a vital traffic route of the province, and with its gateway location, Bình Hiệp is becoming a bustling transit center for goods, contributing to promoting the border trade economy. After many ups and downs of time, the former revolutionary homeland has now taken on a new look. The name Bình Hiệp is still preserved intact, but to honor the past and to affirm the strategic position of the locality at the raceway and its intersection connecting important national highways. At Bình Hiệp International Border Gate, hundreds of vehicles and traders pass by every day. I was born and raised in Bình Hiệp commune. In recent times, Bình Hiệp commune has changed its appearance very nicely. From a poor commune in the border area, it has now become a new rural commune and is developing day by day. Bình Hiệp commune was established on the basis of merging Bình Hiệp, Bình Tân, Thanh Trì communes belonging to the old of Kiến Tường town and Bình Hoa Tây commune of the former Mộc Hoa district, with a natural area of over 123 square kilometers and a population of over 21,000 people, having faced many difficulties, but thanks to the consensus of the party's wealth, the people's heart, and the efforts of the entire political system in building new style rural areas, the local appearance has changed significantly. During the past term, with the joint efforts of the party committee, the government, and the people of Bình Hiệp commune, the whole commune has changed its appearance. Specifically, the road system has been also asphalted, woven, and electricity has been lit everywhere, making it easier for people to travel, thereby helping the lives of the people in the area to develop more. And now this land has put on a new, modern, dynamic appearance, growing strongly but still remain in the spirits of the border region. In the new term, the party committee, the government, and people of Bình Hiệp commune will continue to unite and strive to successfully implement the set goals. Promote the strength of the right national unity bloc, mobilize on resources, effectively exploit their potential and advantages to promote the social economic development of the locality. And on the morning of August the 15th, the Deputy Secretary for Provincial Party Committee and Chairman of the Provincial People's Committee, Nguyễn Văn Úc, chaired a working session with provincial departments and branches and the People's Committee of Communes related to the implementation of Ho Chi Minh City Ring Road No. 4 project. The Ho Chi Minh City Ring Road No. 4 project was approved by the National Assembly for investment with a total length of about nearly 160 kilometers and a total investment of over 120,400 billion Vietnam dong, with the goal of putting it into operation in 2029. The section through the province is 78.3 kilometers long, including the 3.8 kilometer section through Ho Chi Minh City with the three component projects. Phase 1 will build a complete 4-lane expressway and will be upgraded to 8-lane expressway in the Phase 2 with a design speed of 100 kilometers per hour. The project has a clearance area of 74.5 meters wide. At present, the province is focusing on implementing the topographic and geological surveys, setting up the stake for site clearance and planning resettlement areas. According to the plan, relevant local departments and branches will organize site clearance compensation in October 2026 and organize contractor selection in July of 2026. Currently, 15 localities with the rule passing through are focusing on reviewing the cases of affected people and at the same time recommending that the province soon have the policies related to compensation and resettlement to prepare for the site clearance. The Deputy Secretary, Provincial Party Committee and Chairman Provincial People's Committee Nguyễn Văn Úc assigned the Long An Construction Investment Project Management Board to promptly consult on the submission for the Provincial People's Committee to assign as investor creating a legal basis for carrying out the preparation steps for project implementation. He noted that departments and branches need to focus on reviewing resettlement areas, simultaneously carrying out the project site clearance with the site clearance and implementing resettlement areas. With the spirit of not waiting, being perfectionist, focusing on speeding up the progress of the preparation steps to implement the Ho Chi Minh City Ring Road No. 4 project, striving to start the projects in 2026. And continuing the working program in Australia, on August 14, the delegation of TayNinhTV province participated in a seminar and promoting the cooperation between Dien Bien, Huế, and TayNinhTV and the partners here. Attending the seminar, there were the Trade Investment Committee, more than 120 senior Australian business leaders, the Vietnamese Council General in Sydney, and the leaders of the three localities.
He, a member of the Provincial Party Standing Committee, Vice Chairman of the Provincial Business Committee Nguyễn Minh Lâm, introduced the potentials and strength of TayNinhTV and suggested strategic cooperation areas in the coming time. He emphasized that TayNinhTV is particularly interested in high-tech agriculture associated with processing and export according to the value chain. In addition, there are the potential areas such as technology transfer for circular livestock farming, wind power development, renewable energy, and cooperation in scientific research, digital transformation, and education and training. The speaker said the seminar on highly appreciated the Vietnam-Australia cooperation relationship. Bilateral import-export turnover is forecast to reach over 24 billion Australian dollars by 2024. Australia also aims to strengthen cooperation with Southeast Asian countries, of which Vietnam is a strategic partner. This relationship is not only limited to trade, but also extends to culture, education, and local cooperation. The seminar is an important bridge helping localities and businesses of the two countries to come closer together, creating momentum for sustainable and effective development in the future.
And operating since 2005, Thala Reservoir is not only a key irrigation project but also provides water supply and drainage for the thousands of hectares of agricultural land. After 20 years, the project has deteriorated, and therefore TayNinhTV has invested in upgrading and comprehensively renovating it. After more than 2 years of implementation, the final stage for a new look of Thala Reservoir is now being urgently completed to put into operation at the end of this year, ensuring the safety of the reservoir, protecting the water resources, and developing local social economy. And this day, the weather is hot with a temperature above 39 to 40 degrees Celsius. But the workers here are working hard to complete the Thala Reservoir project on schedule at the end of this year. Technical staff of Tân Châu Irrigation Enterprise are still on duty 24/7 days to monitor the water level, ensuring that no unexpected incidents occur. In general, the Thala Reservoir project is somewhat complete. The bridge and growth items are paved, connecting the communes in the border area of the TayNinhTV province after a long time of repair, expansion, and upgrading, helping the vehicles to circulate easily. People are very happy and excited. Before the expansion, the roads were very narrow and small, and now it is expanded, more open, more comfortable, clean and beautiful. The Thala Reservoir was formed from the construction of a dam on the Thala stream and a relatively large branch of the Saigon River. Originating from the Vietnam-Cambodia border area, the main stream is 34 kilometers long, with a capacity of 27.4 million cubic meters of water. Thala Dam is located on DT795 route, the main east-west axis, connecting TayNinhTV province with Dong Nai and Ho Chi Minh City. And to ensure the safe operation of the project, the items are renewed, large-scale and modern, serving the multiple purposes. Currently, the project to repair and upgrade the Thala Lake has entered the stage of almost completion. The main works have been completed, and now the coordination between the parties to coordinate the operation and regulation. Because this project is implemented as both consumption and putting into service is still serving as usual. So far, the main works have been completed. Only the remaining part is to complete the aesthetic part. The landscape of the Dam Lake by the end of this year. Thala Lake project is also expected to become a highlight in the planning of landscape development and ecotourism in the border area of TayNinhTV province. Above all, about 3,670 hectares of agricultural land in the border area will no longer lack irrigation water. And after the project is completed, it will improve the ability to protect the safety of the downstream area as well as flood prevention and control work. It will improve the ability to serve the agriculture of the communes, besides the communes to serve the clean water factories of Tangzhou, which is also a project to be formed. The Thala Reservoir Upgrade project, when completed, opened up the new hub for not only the story of a technical process, but also a testament to the long-term vision in water resources management, serving multiple purposes. And this new flow will be a solid foundation for the future sustainable development of TayNinhTV. And TayNinhTV Provincial Bureau's Committee has just issued a plan to adjust the economic growth scenario (GRDP) for the last 6 months of 2025, aiming to ensure the annual target of over 10% as directed by the government. In the first 6 months of the year, the GRDP of TayNinhTV province is estimated to increase by 9.6%, the highest level since 2021, and leading the southern region and ranking 7 out of 34 provinces and cities nationwide. On this basis, the province has proposed the two scenarios. The first scenario is GRDP for the whole year reached for 10%, so the last months of the year must increase by 10.3% over the same period. And the second scenario, GRDP for the whole year reached for 10.5%, requiring an increase of 11.3% in the last 6 months of the year. And to achieve this goal, the province focuses on accelerating the disbursement of public investment capital, put into operation the key projects such as the LNG Long An First Plant and Frozen, Prodesi Industrial Park, Coca-Cola plant, urban and transport infrastructure projects, expand commercial centers, logistics, Badang Mountain tourism, promote import and export, and develop the domestic market. The Provincial People's Committee also requests the department's branches and localities to synchronously deploy solutions to improve the investment and business environment, remove opportunities for enterprises.
The Department of Education and Training of TayNinhTV had just issued a document requesting its affiliated units to perform the task of ensuring facilities and teaching equipment, repairing for the 2025-2026 school year under the direction of the Ministry of Education and Training. Accordingly, schools need to review and evaluate the current status of facilities and equipment, arrange and use them appropriately, determine the need to build new, repair, and renovate classrooms, functional rooms, and accommodations for boarding and semi-boarding students. In particular, priority should be given to ensuring enough classrooms to organize 2 sessions per day and focus on border areas, disadvantaged other and ethnic minority areas. The department also requires detailed planning and balancing of resources to repair degraded facilities and purchase additional teaching equipment to meet the requirements of the educational program. At the same time, units must inspect and maintain school buildings, ensuring safety during the rainy and stormy season, resolutely not use buildings that have expired and have not been repaired or upgraded.
And to implement the high-speed railway project on the north-south axis, TayNinhTV province plans to build 37 resettlement areas with a total area of over 87 hectares. And up to now, the first settlement area in Hahuitap Road has completed investment procedures.
This is a project to celebrate the 80th anniversary of the success of the August Revolution and National Day on September 2nd, which will be started on August 19 at the request of the Prime Minister. Mr. Phan Văn The's family is one of 57 households in Linh residential group expected to be affected by the high-speed railway project. According to the plan, the land of nearly 1,000 square meters and 2 houses of his family will have to be cleared. His family will be arranged a new place to live at a resettlement site nearby. After being mobilized, he supported the clearance. That is very supportive so that the whole country will build this north-south high-speed railway. The faster the better, and everything is convenient for people to travel quickly across the country and to trade conveniently and develop the country's economy. Ha Huitapur is the place where Hatton Station will be located. Up to now, the world has established a steering committee for site clearance. At the same time, it has completed collecting opinions from the community on the location of resettlement areas. Currently, the locality has ensured the conditions to organize the groundbreaking ceremony for the first resettlement area in Linh residential group on August 19. We organize meetings with people through People's Council meetings to see their thoughts, aspirations, and suggestions, and orientations, and ideas for the people ready to welcome a major national project in the world. In Hatton, the high-speed railway is expected to affect nearly 2,000 households, of which more than 1,270 households must be resettled. Hatton province plans to build 37 resettlement areas with a total area of 87 hectares, with an estimated cost of about 1,100 billion Vietnam dong. The planned resettlement areas are in favorable locations, receiving high support from the people. Determined in propagating and mobilizing people about the effectiveness of the project, they are also eagerly waiting for this project. The consensus of the people is very high. At the same time, the state's compensation and site clearance policies, according to the law, the support policies of the province are very agreed by the people. The high-speed railway project on the north-south axis passes through Hatton with a total length of about 103 kilometers, passing through 23 communes and woods. The early completion of the construction of resettlement areas is very important task in order to create conditions for early handover of the project site, meeting the general progress requirements as required by the government.
And that's all for today, TTV News. Thank you for being with us, and goodbye for now.